morning. So today we have Aayush with us, who is a born entrepreneur with a deep focus and passion for building software products, where he focuses on having a global impact. Right from his freshman year, he's been focused and constantly engaging in organizations of all sizes to scale and learn practices when it comes to software engineering. He has helped a lot of companies when it comes to AWS and has helped companies reduce their costs by $1 million annually. He has had a lot of success when it comes to creating software products. So if you're interested in actually building a product from scratch to actually the implementation of it, Aayush could be a better judge and help you guide you through your journey. Let's welcome Aayush on 10 Minutes of Hiding Wisdom, where he will help us and navigate us through our career transitions and to get you that dream job that you've always wanted. Hi Aayush, how are you doing today?
Hey, Miro, thanks for that wonderful introduction. Hey,
Of
guys.
course.
Yeah, I think I'm doing good. It's kind of quite late here in India, but yeah, that's how the startup journey kind of like really looks like. You really do not have to kind of sometimes worry about that it's the middle of the day or the middle of the night. It's just work. So that's how it is. Yeah.
I think the success, that drive towards working towards success, you don't care what time is it, right? Because you know you're working for a purpose, and I think that's what drives you out of bed or keeps you awake at night is something that
Yeah, I
is
think
common in passionate people who work towards a purpose. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, I was just basically adding to the point was that, right? At the end of the day, I think I keep telling it's this to my colleagues as well, and also basically the people whom I kind of regularly interact with. That okay, how to crack basically to the context that you mentioned, that how to kind of like really crack your dream jobs and things like that, right? As well. So I think like bringing basically the hard work into the index or the measurement of success, right? It really kind of like it goes away if you really want to win it in the like in the longer run, right? I mean, you do not come across anyone who is kind of is able to like create a massive success for themselves and has not worked hard for a for a very long period of time, right? And the reason I think the people are like able to kind of like really do that is because it's because if you're kind of like really working for something, right, which you kind of like massively and deeply believe in, right, hard work has to come naturally out of you, right? It doesn't have to be a, let's say, criteria or a quantifiable metric that has to justify your success. I mean, you really see often a lot of people, right, who are like crazily working hard, like right throughout days and nights, right? But unfortunately not enough success is being created for them, right? And at some like point in time, I kind of like really believe in that fact that uh, like people really cannot do anything like with the hard work that you are putting in if it does not kind of like say produce the result. So it's very important to choose that you are working towards something which you kind of like really believe in, because then only like you will be able to deliver the results out of the hard work that you kind of really put into. So I think that's my 2 cents on the
That's very true.
hard work thing that I kind of like really wanted to point out. Sorry to kind of break your momentum, but please go ahead. Yeah.
No, no, no. That's a very true point, because I think purpose is the driving factor between people who are highly successful, because they know that they're working towards something bigger, that is something that they know that they're contributing to. So I think that's why a lot of organizations, such as for example Nike, has this just do it, which is something that's very impressive itself, because it's a very small vision, but then again a lot of people believe in it, which is why the company itself is $1 billion company. So I definitely can understand why you would say something like that. So Ayush, can you tell us about your work experience, where you're currently working, and your role within that company?
Yep, absolutely. So I am working for my own company by the name of Opslift. It's so I happen to be the founder and chief executive officer over there. It's so after basically working for about 2.5 years in my first job out of college, I think I decided to, as you mentioned, kind of about my previous work experience. I was basically building softwares. Precisely, I was an infrastructure and DevOps engineer at my previous company. So where I used to kind of like really work with a lot of talented pool of software engineers all across the globe to like really understand that what are the problems that software engineers face in day to day's time in building basically softwares for other people, for that matter, right? So it was kind of a one level deeper interaction with me, that my customers happen to be basically software engineers right from the very start, right? So that's where I think my motivation also kind of like really came into the picture when I was working for Index, my previous company, that okay, what can I do to basically make the lives easier for these software engineers, right? Because at the end of the day, we basically live in a digital first world. So like helping software engineers to basically remove friction in their work is something that I developed the passion for during my first job, right? So after working for around 2.5 years in my first job, I basically noticed a lot of problems around the DevOps space in general. So then I kind of like really decided to basically see that, okay, hey, should I basically continue with my current same company, which was kind of getting acquired by a bigger company with where I was getting promoted to a lead DevOps engineer over there, or should I basically take a leap of faith, move back to India, like try something like in the DevOps space and see what can be done about it, right? So then I think like suddenly someone said to me that, okay, hey Ayush, I'll just kind of give you a very realistic advice. You're just 23 right now, right? By the time I was just leaving my job, right? And the point is that you have nothing to lose. Your family doesn't need your money. Like, yeah, like you are like well, kind of off like in that sense. I'm by God's grace that you are all in good health and everything else, right? So like practically, if you see, right, if you choose the part of entrepreneurship, you, and even if you fail, that you've got nothing to lose, kind of that way, right? So I think that was kind of like one of the very realistic kind of advice I got from someone, apart from like everybody else who was just telling me, oh, hey, entrepreneurship is kind of the most amazing things that people can do. You really can build $1 billion company and things like that. But okay, what's the ground reality being look like? If I do this, right, and if I fail, what next, right? I think that is something that was kind of like really kind of got me towards entrepreneurship. That this is the right time for me to do a startup, right? So, and the decision kind of turned out to be good. It's been almost a year and a half for me to run this company full time. And currently, basically, we are working with customers all across, basically in the APAC and the US market. We are a team of around 30 odd people in the company, and and I think at this point in time, we have raised, I think, around around so much of money as well in such a short span of time. So the growth has been like tremendous in the past 1 year, and I think we hope for like we will create a lot of basically success, not just for ourselves, but all for all the people that whom we believe basically are contributing towards building the company. Yeah.
That makes sense. So I can definitely see how you guys took a very customer centric approach. And I think there's this very famous saying that when people are buying a 6-inch driller, they're not buying a 6-inch driller, but they're actually buying a 6-inch hole, which is something that's very important because you were in that position. You realized that there was a gap within the market, and then you decided to go and actually fill that gap, which is something that's very important, which does showcase your entrepreneur skills and how you're dealing with the market, which is something that's very impressive itself. So you did mention you're a team of 40 people. You have you're working with clients all over the world. Do you have room for more people to join your team? Are you hiring? What kind of roles are open within your company? And what kind of people are you looking for to join your
Sure,
team?
absolutely. So I think like coming to the context on that, right? So we essentially are engineering centric company for that matter, because so at the end of the day, what we do about at the end of the day, like from a business perspective, is that we are creating a unified DevOps platform for the engineering managers and software developers, so that they can basically get free from all the effort, time, and money that is being put into building DevOps tools in house, or basically buying products outside, right? So I think, having said that, I think the most of the room for hiring people at this point in time, like he really looks into from the engineering side. We're really looking forward to work with some of the great software engineers out there, and also the people of the product management background. That is something also we are looking forward to hire as well. People who really believe in building technology products, or for the software people, is something that we are really looking forward to work with. So technical product managers, product designers is something that we are all open to at any point in time. And also, since we have also started scaling our marketing and sales efforts aggressively, so people who believe in building a company through a product-led approach and building around the sales and marketing functions around that, I'm happy to kind of like learn from them and speak to them at any point in time, and see if we can basically work together.
Of course, well, your company is continuously growing, so I can definitely see why different roles are opening
Sure.
up. But Ayush, our time is up. It was an absolute pleasure learning from you and having you as a guest. Your company seems to be doing great, and the vision that you have, especially which is to help companies be much more efficient when it comes to DevOps and everything, is something that's very admirable. But thank you so much. If people do reach out to me with interest regarding your company, I will definitely forward them to you. Thank you so much,
Sure,
Ayush.
Meenal. Absolutely wonderful talking to you as well.